Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's The Circle. And let's take a look at what we're going to look at. The medicine wheel, the north. This is a circle with Granddaughter Crow. I'm going to set sacred space. So, welcome into this circle. Welcome into this space. Welcome into this time. I'm going to draw a circle around this circle, declaring it as sacred space and a sacred time. I'm going to set my ego to the outside of the circle so I can be a clear conduit for you and for the divine as it reveals itself to you to provide you with your own internal wisdom and connection towards the north. So this is your space, and our time. Welcome. This is a circle with Granddaughter Crow where we learn, share, and grow. So, overall takeaways. This month we've been talking about each Sunday, we've dedicated it to a certain direction to include a guided meditation, which we will be doing today, so that you could visit the spirit within the energetic direction. The spirit, maybe an animal, a guide, a token, really to be able to embody what that direction means to you. Next week, we're going to have the circle. So please invite anybody that you want to come along. It's free. And we're actually just going to go through the medicine wheel on the free circle next Sunday, March 31st. So with that, I just wanted to say this has been amazing walking with this topic because you're just like, how can you talk about a direction for so long? It's like, oh, but we're actually embodying that direction. So let's go ahead and move into what we're going to be doing. So now, today, we're going to embody the energy of the North. Embody the energy of the North versus having it a concept in your head. So, what does quote unquote North bring to you? And what your personal medicine wheel? I can give you different items that belong in a medicine wheel, the four directions, the elements, the four bodies, the times of day, the times of life, all of those things. But unless you actually figure out what it means to you, it doesn't mean anything. And the beauty around creating a medicine wheel, a personalized medicine wheel, that your body begins to recognize is that you, through your life, you will be going, oh, I'm checking in with my body. I think I'm in the south. Oh, I'm checking in with my body. I think I'm in the east. Today, I'm checking in with my body, and I think that I'm actually balanced in the middle of my medicine wheel. So it helps you to navigate through the body, which is fun because today in the North, we'll talk about the physical body and the intelligence that it has when you embody spirit and directions and concept and wisdom. So let's take a look here. The medicine wheel. A lot of times, the medicine wheel will have the four directions. This is a basic GDC medicine wheel, four times of day and night, or day night, four bodies of existence, which is physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. The four elements, earth, air, fire, water. It'll each have one of those. And we're also going to go on a guided meditation to find your animal totem and or a guide that sits in the north for you, and maybe a token in a guided meditation. The one thing that I want to say is that there are many different types of medicine wheels. The basic ones are cut into four, but some are as ancient as I would consider the oh gosh, it just slipped my mind. Oh, what is it called? I would consider other things being medicine wheels, even to the degree of the wheel of the year. I would consider that as a medicine wheel. Anything that is a cycle or cyclical that goes through there, that I would consider a medicine wheel. So this one is a basic four spoked medicine wheel. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what that word was that I was thinking. I'll figure it out. Nevertheless, that's why I kind of like to use this because each of us are going to have a little bit of a different color or hue when it comes to each of the directions. It will speak to us a little bit differently. Stonehenge. Nailed it. That's what I was thinking. I consider Stonehenge a medicine wheel because it is in a circle, and depending on where the sun is at certain points of the year, you will see different alignments. And so it's a medicine wheel. So, what I like to say is fire to me in my body will be different than fire to you. Our bodies understand it differently. We could all say fire and we could all agree warmth, light, heat. We could all agree about these things. But maybe in your lived experience, fire was extremely important, or maybe fire was really scary. So there might be additional words to each of the elements that you have. And so when you connect with it, the same as you connect with the medicine wheel, they'll have their own slightly different hues. And this is why I do this, so that you can actually your personalized medicine wheel. So let's go into the north. Here we go. So this is the medicine wheel that we've been working on this month. The first time we talked about the east and the horizon, we talked about what does the morning time and springtime feel like to your body, and get into your mental body and the element of air. How does that speak to you? And we went on the guided meditation and found an animal totem or a landscape or a guide or a token. And then it really kind of helped us to embody what does east mean to you. And then we went to the south. And then we talked about noontime, which feel into your body when I say noontime, summertime, spiritual body, fire element. That's what your body recognizes as south. Last time we talked about the west, evening and autumn, emotional body, and the heart math, that beauty, water element, your personal animal totem, and what does the West mean to you? Today, we're going to do the same thing with the North. So start feeling into your body. What does night feel like? What does winter feel like? We'll talk about the night and the winter. And then physical body and the element of earth. I'll bring to you different samples of what that looks like. But more importantly, the most important is when you personalize it, because maybe winter means different things to me than it does to you because of our lived experience. And the only way that you know that is if you are in your body. So, the nighttime. Here are different ways to describe the nighttime. I want you to add to this list what nighttime and winter mean to you. How do you experience it? So I say, go within and hibernate, you know, because I think of nighttime as it's time to come inside, it's time to get ready for bed, it's time to hunker down. I think of winter time, it's time to come inside, it's time to hunker down, it's time to hibernate. For you night owls, you might experience it very, very differently than I do. So put your words around it. The other thing that the north means to me, and I'll show you this on the slide really quickly, is this concept: rejuvenation of all four bodies, sleep and dream. Rejuvenation of all four bodies, sleep and dream. What I mean by that is when you rest your physical body, it is not only the rejuvenation of your physical body that you will be benefiting from, you will also benefit mentally, emotionally, and spiritually when you rest your physical body. So basically, when I fall asleep and I start dream time, all of a sudden my mental, emotional, and spiritual body start maybe digesting my lived experience, maybe the experience of the day, that the mind slows down and goes into a deep sleep, a deep theta state where it beats very slowly, but is very powerful. In the dreams come in and it helps to digest, or spirit comes in and provides you with a message. So prioritize sleep, because it's not just for your physical body. It is for your mental body, it is for your emotional body, and it is for your spiritual body, which I find beautiful. Speaking of dreams, I love looking at dreams. Some of my dreams are the type of dreams that I can tell I'm digesting the energy of my day, my lived experience. Some of my dreams are so bizarre that I'm like, what happened in the mile around me? What am I picking up? And if I do that too much, what I do is as I'm falling asleep, I visualize that I am in a capsule and I put the do not disturb sign out and I just fill that capsule with my favorite blue color light and I begin to relax so that I'm not picking up the residual energy of the neighborhood. And it's a I read this in a study one time, or maybe somebody that I think is knowledgeable said it, but they said that if somebody is afraid, I don't know how far, maybe I'll say within a mile, maybe up to 5 miles, and that fear comes into the atmosphere and it reverberates, and people, you don't even have to be psychic, pick it up. They pick up that what just happened, you know? So be aware of the your lived space and make sure that you are putting healthy boundaries and bubbles around your home, around your bed, around yourself when you sleep, so that you won't be getting interference into your dream state. And then other types of dreams that I have, it's interesting because they're prophetic. You know, they're actually showing me something. Other types of dreams that I have are a spiritual experience, a learning something, a message, traveling to places, other planets. So think about your dreams, and maybe that would be something fun to talk about in the social circle is dream time and what happens in your dream time and the different things that happen in those dream times. But remember that the north is the night, and the night is when we rest. And when we rest our physical body, we in turn rest our emotional, mental, and spiritual body. High priority, high priority. So we'll talk about dreams. We'll talk about dreams. So now let's go forward. The four bodies of existence. As you know, I work with The Vitruvian Man by Leonardo da Vinci, and here he is standing with his first body, physical body, like this. Second body is the body that's in motion. Third body is this square which is the mental body, and then the spiritual body, the element of fire, goes all the way around here. And so today we are going to be highlighting the physical body, the earth element. What I love about the physical body, well, when I was young, we were supposed to ignore the flesh. I don't know if you guys heard that, but ignore the flesh. And we were supposed to fast. We were supposed to be meek. We were supposed to um, give up everything as though this is a sin or needs, especially as females, we get this message that this is our sacrifice, that we are supposed to sacrifice this and that's why we are here. That's pretty scary. And we don't realize that that's what we were taught until we begin to unlearn that. And I'm helping any part of you as well as myself unlearn that. This is not a sacrifice. This is not a sacrifice. This is a goddess. This is divine. And so are you. The beauty around the physical body, what I love about it is spiritual body manifests through the physical body. Think about Reiki, think about healing energy, think about that spiritual energy manifests in the physical body. Think about levitation, think about smiles, think about the way that your eyes are and how people are like, whoa, you can see through me, you know, that kind of a thing. The mental body manifests through the physical body in word, in sound, in deed, in what I'm saying, in what I'm thinking. My body will show you how I am, what I'm thinking about. It manifests. This is a manifester for you, not a sacrifice. The emotional body will manifest in tears, in the physical body, in pain, in your heart, in slumping of your shoulders, or in victory, in stance, in the bright honor, in the brightest honor. It is beautiful. And so what's interesting is that your physical body is amazing. And when I am asked to do healing, physical healing, I will run a diagnostic as much as I can. Is this element or dis-ease or imbalance coming from their spiritual body, their mental body, their emotional body, or their physical body, or a combination of all three? And how I run the diagnostic is very easy. If you want to ever run a diagnostic, set yourself in sacred space and get your cards. I use the animal cards and just spread them out. Pick a card for the physical body, pick a card for the emotional body, pick a card for the mental body, pick a card for the spiritual body. And in that, any card that is reversed is out of balance. And then you read the card so that you know how to correct or put it back in balance. So I had the physical body, the emotional body is my little raccoon, the mental body is here, and the spiritual body is that jaguar. And it's if they come up in the right side, you know, upward, that says, oh, well, this body is feeling balance, feeling movement. If it's coming up reverse, there might be a little bit of a block or something like that. Then pay attention to what the actual card says. Now, I use the animal cards, and so I'm going to look at it and it's like, oh, isn't it apropos that the raven came up in Granddaughter Crow's mental body, you know? And so then you think about the attributes of the raven. And so I run a diagnostic because the physical body represents, manifests. It's beautiful. It is amazing. Take care of your physical body because it takes care of your emotional, mental, and spiritual body. It takes care of you. You are not here for sacrifice. Oh, maybe I should clarify. I don't mean like you're going to die on a pyre. I mean that you sacrifice of your time, your will, your emotions, your everything, energy for another. It's very easy for females to do this. I think part of it is organic, but I also think that a lot of times in this society, we are encouraged to do so, and we are discouraged to self-care, self-love, self-heal. And I am here to encourage self-love, self-care, self-healing. So let's take a look at the physical body. So here, muscle memory. That is one thing. It's an intelligence that the physical body has. It's like when I was young, I learned how to ride a bike, and my body still knows how to do so. Um, when I, if you ever like did a sport or a dance class or yoga or any physical activity that is repetitious, your body, you don't have to think about it. I could include driving, but that's probably not good. But you know what I mean? You're like, do. Oh shit, how'd I get here? You know, was there a red light? Your body just took over. And so your physical body has this muscle memory that, like, for example, I used to be in martial arts, and you train 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 and train. And so that basically, if something were to come at you, your body would respond to it rather quickly without this muscle memory. But it also has muscle memory um, based on other things that were repetition that you remember that maybe were not good. And so when you are healing your body, go in and do the body scan and talk to your muscles and let them know my past does not define me. It was a lesson, not a life sentence. So I can release any trauma. I literally learned this from the neurologist and a Brazilian shaman. And it says that if you go just body scan, I'll tell you just really quickly, body scan, and then, you know, breathe and relax, and then go to any part of you that's calling, that wants attention. Maybe it's your lower back, maybe it's your knee, maybe it's your toe, maybe it's your head. Go there without judgment and stare at it. Don't ask it questions. Describe what it is. What does it look like? Give it attention. Ask it if there's anything that it would like from you. And in doing such, it begins to change. It begins to release, because the reason why it was calling is because it needed your attention. It needed your love. So I can go on with that, but everything is stored here. Muscle memory. It's all stored within you, and you can release things that you need to. It does respond faster than the mind. It responds faster than the mind. If you hold your hand up to something that's hot, your hand will move away from it faster than the way that the information can come down, register, send it up to the brain. That's hot, move away. The hands already moved. It's reflex. It's reflex. It's within us, it's within the animal kingdom, reflex. And it is there for our survival. So that's pretty damn cool. So, in a way, your body will tell you more of the situation that you're in than even your brain. So, trust your body. It will not lie to you. It won't. That's why they study body language. It will not lie to you. It will always tell the truth. And in such, I'll give you or remind you of the tool of the human pendulum. If you center yourself and think of a truth, a basic truth, such as I am on Zoom with in the circle right now. What does your body feel like when it says yes? Mine relaxes and it moves forward. Now, say something that is not true, something obviously not true. I am wearing a purple shirt and, and okay, I already felt the no. To me, I constrict and move back. So use that because your body picks up information so quick. It does, your gut has neurons in it, and it will pick up information that maybe your mind filters out. So when you are standing at a place and you're like, I feel something like somebody's staring at me, that's true. Leave the situation, trust your body. It's funny because I have a lot of experiences and I'd love to hear some of yours, but I want to just remind all of us today, trust your body. Trust your body. It's giving you a message. It's letting you know. Um, so it's also the state where all comes manifest, which I talked about that, the all of the four bodies find manifestation there. And oh, sorry, it wants to heal itself. Your body wants to heal itself. I remember, I don't know, it was probably about a decade ago. I was on my way to the mountains and I was watching these bicyclists. There was like some sort of bicyclists, and I was driving up the mountains and there were these bicyclists. And then I pulled over at this gas station to get, something to drink to fill up the tank. And there were across the street these bicyclists that were changing their tires and things like that. And I thought to myself, huh, bicycles don't heal themselves. We have to repair them. But our physical body wants to heal itself. What an amazing gift. So if you're not feeling well, or if somebody around you is ill, encourage their body to heal itself because that's what it's trying to do. It is trying to heal itself. It wants to. So just kind of basically say, okay, what do you need? And I will give you that. All right. So meditation time, you guys, meditation time. So I'm going to go ahead and invite you to just slow down and relax. I will send you this replay if you can't relax right now, but just slow your breathing down. Do the threefold breath, which is inhale, hold your breath, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, hold your breath, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, find your rhythm, find your timing, find your space, find your time. Do a body scan. Is there anything, part of you, your physical body, that's calling to you? Go to it and just say, I will pay attention to you later. And remember to go and pay attention to it later. So now we're just relaxing, and now we are going to go to the top of 5 steps. Let's descend these steps together as you continue to breathe and relax. So 5, relax. 4, relax. 3, relax. 2, relax. 1. Now we find ourselves in a small but cozy room with a table and a coat rack and a door. First, let's move over to the table where you can set down anything and everything that you are carrying. And there is a note from the divine and the universe saying, whatever you set here, I will handle. It will be taken care of. Then go over to the coat rack where we take off the many hats and cloaks that we wear as we show up during the day. We just take them off and hang them up there. When you're ready, we move over to the door where we take a last deep inhale. Before we go through the door, I want you to prepare yourself because we are going to walk into the spirit of the north. The landscape will be your personalized north landscape. This will be yours, and we are going to ask for an animal to come forth, for a guide to come forth, and for a token to come forth. So let's go ahead, open the door, step through the door, and allow the door to close behind you. Allow the landscape to settle in. Let it shift. Let it settle in. Look at what time it is. What are you noticing? Notice your landscape. Notice how you feel physically. Move into this landscape. Feel all of what it is about. This is the north. Memorize what it feels like. And as you move deeper into this landscape, I'm going to invite your northern animal totem to come forth, the one that wants to meet you in the north today. I'm going to ask it to come forth and reveal itself to you. Sometimes we see them, sometimes we hear them, sometimes we simply sense them. And see if it has a message for you or if it has a certain behavior that it's giving a message through its behavior. And I'll give you about 60 seconds to confer with your animal totem. Okay. Now I'm going to call forth any guide that wants to join you in the north. Allow them to come forward and commune with them. And I'll give you some time to commune with them. See if they have a message for you. Knowing that you at any time can return here to continue the conversation. Now I'm going to ask you to look around. Is there anything here that is a special token for you? I'll give you time to look around. See if you can collect a token. Wonderful. So, as you are experiencing, take a deep breath and memorize this embodied sensation, remembering that you can return here whenever you wish. Now it's time to decide, does your animal want to come with you, or does your animal want to stay? Does your guide want to come with you, or does your guide want to stay? Definitely take the token with you. That is your symbol of this place. So as you gently wrap up, take a last few moments to wrap up. Perfect. Remembering you can come back here at any time. I'm going to invite you to move over to the door, open the door, and step through the door, allowing the door to gently close behind you. Look at what you have, maybe who has come with you. Notice that there is this crystal, beautiful glass of water sitting there. I'm going to invite you to drink that water, and as you do, you experience strength, healing, empowerment, liberation, clarity. And then when you finish the water, let's go over to the steps and we'll ascend these steps together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you find yourself back here on the Zoom call with Granddaughter Crow. Feel free to stretch, wiggle your toes, whatever you wish. And begin to remember what you experienced. And I'd love to hear it if you would like to share in the after circle. So now, how do we apply what we just experienced? I'm going to invite you at nighttime this week to turn and face the north and remember this and remember your physical body as the most beautiful thing, so intelligent. And remember the sensation of maybe your animal totem or a guide or your token. So this week at night, embody the north. That is how you apply it. Why? Muscle memory. Embodying the energy of the north. Guess what time it is? Do, 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 do. It's time for the 3-card pull. So I don't need to remind us, we are in sacred space, sacred time. What group do you want to be in? Do you want group 1, group 2, group 3? This will be your personalized message. Okay, group 1, the butterfly clan. Mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. The number 8, transformational beauty. The butterfly clan. Oh, the otter. The number 8. What's up with the number 8? Figure out 8 means success, but apply the number 8 to your week because you've got the butterfly clan, which is the number 8, and you also have the otter, which is the number 8. The otter is also about being a beautiful, feminine, creative, playful force. Playful, go with the flow, and have fun. So, group 1, transformation, mental clarity comes through having fun. All right, group 2. The butterfly clan. Transformation, manifestation in the north. That is beautiful. So if you were the person who was like, I don't know if I want one or two, well, you still get the butterfly clan. And it's so beautiful. It's mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. Watch me. I'm shuffling the cards. I'm shuffling the cards. Okay. And what animal wants to come with group two? Ooh, you guys get the mountain lion. Again, 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. We've got a lot of eights going on. Maybe it's the lunar eclipse. 888, the lion's gate. So this one is the mountain lion. It really is about you stepping into your leadership and your power and beauty. That's for group 2. Okay. Group 3. Okay. You guys get the ancestors. Let me see if I can get this so that it's not there, not doing that. Yay, higher good, guidance, and choice. Number 14, the stone of the ancestors. You know, if you work with your ancestors, maybe they will talk to you through your body, giving you wisdom. Listen to that. You guys get the owl. I love it. See the owl, GDC's owl. Who's who? I'm just kidding. So we've got the owl, which is number 21. So it's really talking about tapping into your psychic, ancestral, spiritual understanding, or maybe you found a spirit guide there. Talk to them because it will give you psychic insight to your future, to your week. I think it's cute that the owl decided to show up and the ancestors decided to show up because the owl will show up at night and the nighttime of your life will be the elder, the ancestor. You guys, spirit, you're cute or powerful, sorry. So nevertheless, let's go ahead and wrap up today's The Circle. Embody the energy of the North. What does North bring to you? What does it mean to you? What does it feel like in your personal medicine wheel? Is wonderful. The medicine wheel, the North. This is The Circle with Granddaughter Crow. And like I always say, love ya. See you on the flippity flip.